from your first 3 years now?
Just becoming a more complete receiver. As you come in, I feel like I was getting used in certain ways, but now it's opening up the doors for coaches to use me in different ways. So it's a lot more ways I'm being used, and I just locked in on everything: route running, details, splits, speed control, a lot of things like that.
Does your smile get even wider when a guy like John Morton says he wants to do more with you
Yeah,
in different ways?
it most definitely make me happy. But seeing the offense and how we move, it's nothing too much different. It's just more explosive plays, for not just me, for everybody. So it's just a whole team thing. I know coach like explosives. So we're explosive offense. We got so many weapons in every position. It's loaded. So it's gonna be a fun year.
How comforting is that going into week one, knowing that, it's pretty much the same? I mean, you could just ease into it. It's not like some hard study session or anything like that.
It's a lot. It's a lot comfortable, but what makes it a lot comfortable is like having my trust in my other brothers. For going out there and making plays. It's not just me that I have faith in. I have faith in everybody to go and make plays. And when people do that, they open it up for the next man. So we just go out there and make plays for ourselves, and it just open it up for somebody else. Like Gibbs might bust a 20-yard run, and now it's one high or something. So it just go off like my faith in my brothers. To go out there and make explosive plays, and me too to also open it up for them. And as they open it up for me, it's like the offense, how we work together.
What have you seen from the rookies, Dominic and Isaac?
I seen a lot from them. Especially growing from day one, coming in and, being football players, adjusting from the college to the NFL level. Those two guys are ahead of their time. Dom, real explosive, real shifty. Tesla, I like the way he attacked the ball. He's one of my favorites right now by the way he's playing. He had a great camp. Both of those guys had a great camp. All the rookies, the undrafted rookies, everybody who we brought in, had a great camp. Even Meeks. Our position, our room, I feel like we got a lot of steppers. It's no drop off from vets to rookies or anything like that. Those guys are fully on point now, and when they need it, they're gonna be ready.
You had 1,000 yards last year, and you ask anybody a question about this offense, and your name comes up unprompted so far in training camp in the offseason. What goals do you set for yourself going into a year like this?
I don't really have any specific goals for myself. My main goal is to just win. Go out there. We got a game Sunday, leave on the plane with a win.
It's rare that you can keep the core of a team together. The core of this team been together since you got here. Just talk about the maturity level, how it feels like from year to year, seeing guys grow from yourself to Saint, Nate, all these guys.
I think it's exciting, because like these are people, we just now. I wouldn't say we just now meeting, because like in the football game, meeting these guys, you start meeting guys like this in high school, going to camps and meeting and linking up. That's where people build brotherhoods. But I wouldn't say I went to school with a couple guys on the team, but as I got here my rookie year, we had to build relationships, and the brotherhood is like all I've been taught with football. You go out there and play for your brother. It's not just a one-man game. You got teammates and a lot of that stuff. The trust and the brotherhood is the main thing, I think, with this team, and we fall on that a lot because we got trust in each other, and, we love our brothers. So, like I said, we're going to make plays for our brothers and our teams, and, it's just the faith we have in each other and the love we got for each other to go out there and play for each other.
Hey, J-Mo, having gone against this secondary for the past 6 weeks, just what has stood out the most about them to you?
Our DBs, real aggressive, real good playmakers. I think they attack the ball well. I think we took a step up from last year with how we played, and by the defenses I've seen us run going against them. I like Terrion. I think he took a huge step from last year. I'm not saying he was down, but like he's way better than he was last year. I like DJ Reed. We got all pro safety. Curb, BB. I don't think there's no defense better than ours right now. So, but defensive secondary, we got guys that's real deal playmakers back there. So, I'm looking forward to a lot of turnovers this year. A lot of turnovers, a lot of picks, punch outs. That's our main thing with the defense, turnovers.
Seems like everyone senses a big year for Terrion. You mentioned his growth. Where have you seen his growth?
I think he's got a lot more patience in him. I think he's just, Terrion is aggressive. His mindset is aggressive, and I think he just understands the game now. It comes quicker for some guys than it do other guys, but, I just think he's understanding the game, and I think his mindset, he don't want nobody to beat him. So that's just a lot. That takes you a long way, playing in this type of game because, it's good players you're playing against on the other side of the ball, and, you just want to win. That's why I think his head is. It's where it's been at since I've been in school with him. He's just a winner. He want to win, and I think that's a big part about him and his growth, going on the field, going against me and St. Brown. St. Brown's all-pro, seeing a lot of things that he's doing and then coming guard me, guarding other guys like Khalif Raymond, Tesla, everybody, just helping them in practice. So when we get to the game, it could be easy.
Is he still talking his trash?
Yeah, for sure. That's just him though.
Right.
It's nothing too much. We all do it. Offense talk to defense, defense talk to offense. Coaches talk. It's just fun. It's just football. It's the way we play the game.
What up?
How's it going?
Good.
Oh, new shirt this year?
Huh?
You got another shirt this year?
Nah, nothing. It's gonna be a calm one. For week one, it's gotta you never know what happens week one. So I don't got anything planned this year. It's gonna be another week.
I saw a statistic leading up to this game that, or leading up to this season, said that you need 80 catches, and if you get 80 catches, you'll have the most catches receiver in NFL history through the first 5 seasons. When you entered the league, did you ever expect this kind of success that you've had, just the numbers that you've put up?
I feel like my dream, my goal, coming in the league was to be, I wanted to be a star. I wanted to be a player that, my teammates can rely on it. My teammates can trust, a playmaker, all those things. I think coming in the league, that's what I wanted to be. If you told me, my rookie year, your 5th year, all you need is 80 catches to break the record, I probably wouldn't believe you. But just the way everything has shaked up and turned out, I think it's been beautiful. It's been amazing. Just being here in Detroit, coming from, the amount of losses that have been here before I got here, and then when I got here, and it's a turnaround, everything is just a dream come true.
What have you seen in Dominic and Isaac, and how do you think those guys can help you?
They look good. Both of them. Isaac missed a few days, had a little sickness, but he's back, doing great. But they look great, man. They're energetic. They're young. They take a bunch of reps in practice, don't get tired. So it's good to have fresh legs out there. But in any way that they can help us, they're going to be out there and ready to help us. And we trust those guys.
Do you guys make you feel older at all?
I feel a little older. Every year I feel like there's new rookies, and I'm just getting a year older every year. But it's cool. It's cool to see young guys come in and, want to be here and be a part of this whole thing.
It's rare that you get in a situation where the core group of guys stay together pretty much a whole career. He was at the forefront of them coming in 2021. How's that being named the team captain and just kind of bringing the core group together? Like, how do y'all feel this year, having that chemistry together? How can that help you all this year?
I think it's big. Like you said, a lot of us that were here in 21 are still here. We got new guys, got guys that came in the year after. We got guys that just got here like Isaac and Dom and whatnot. So just to be, like that core that was here from 21, I think is, a big reason why we're where we're at today, including coaches, Coach Campbell, Brad, everyone. I feel like we've kind of helped build this thing into what it is now. But the guys that came later are helping us become, staying on track and become even better. So it's amazing, to be named the captain also is an honor from the teammates. So I feel like, all of us here, we know our identity, we know our culture, and we just gotta, put the work in each and every week and try to stack W's.
Is there a sense of urgency at all to try to get it done now that you guys know y'all identity, y'all know who y'all are, y'all got
right.
pieces? Is it a different level of urgency entering this year than any other year that we really want to get it done?
I feel like last year we wanted to get it done. felt last year was the first year where I felt like, okay, we were close the year before at the NFC Championship. Then last year was like, all right, we want to get it done this year, and we didn't get it done last year. So this year we're like, okay, it's almost all or nothing. Even though in reality, we'll probably our nucleus will probably still be here next year, and we'll probably have a pretty good team next year. But there's no saying what can happen. So for us, it's like we know we got the guys right now on this team. We got everything we need, all the pieces, and let's just go out there and try to go win the whole thing.
Does playing in Lambeau now heading into year 5 feel like less special, or is it still as special and as personal as it has been for you?
I think special. I mean, I wouldn't say it's as special just because I played there a few times. I remember my first time, my rookie year, I was like, damn, this is Lambeau. I was looking around, seeing how tall the building was, just the history. But it's an awesome place to play. The fans, they bring it. Every time we play there, it just feels historic. But I think the rivalry that's kind of been building up these past few years, with us, having won the past 3 games, being there, I know it's gonna be crazy when we get there. So the energy is always there, which we love as players. But it's a great place to play.
Is this a statement game early in the season? You look at Vegas. You two were the favorites in the division. You talked about just the rivalry, 2 playoff teams the last couple of years. Is this a big week 1 matchup division game?
Yeah, I think so. Any division game for us is big, just because we know how much it counts towards making to the playoffs, winning the division. So we like to say here, a division game is almost it's like 2 games. So to start off the season with any division opponent is a big one. Green Bay is a really good team. Obviously, they made the playoffs last year. I feel like every time we play them, it's a tough one, a tough battle. So we know what we're getting into. They're going to be ready. We're all going to be ready. I think it's going to be a pretty good game.
Maybe this is just my assessment coming off, a really long preseason and camp for you guys and finally getting to week 1. It feels like you and Jared are maybe in a little more sage chapter of player leadership, that not everything that comes out has to have bite and has to be about external competition. It feels like you guys are maybe settling into more of a subtle leadership. Do you feel that way? Do you feel like you've adjusted your personality or approach at all as you're into year 5, or are we just before week 1?
I would just say it's the same, pretty much the same. Jared's been, I feel like, the same guy since I've met him. I feel like I've been the same guy. The guys, the captains. Alex has been the same guy. Hutch, hasn't changed. He's Hutch. So I feel like Panay, Panay's Panay. He's quiet, but he's gonna, when he needs to speak, he's gonna speak up. And we all know what Panay does. So a lot of us, I feel like, that have been here for a while. We know what it looks like. We know what Dan's expecting out of us, and we just try to, upkeep that standard. And so when you get new guys or other guys that come in and maybe they did it a different way where they came from, or they're rookies and don't really know what to expect, we just hope that they can watch us and watch the leaders that do it right. And we just like to lead by example, and hopefully they come along the way and we build a nice little culture.